Disappointment. How many times you felt disappointed in your life? I just felt that sensation, that emotion of like, what the hell just happened? And that feeling of disappointment, like a heaviness inside of you. Did you ever felt that? I just felt that. I just came from watching the movie Wicked, the Wicked Witch. And I had all the hopes, and I was so excited to watch this movie. And because I loved the idea of the different person, a witch that is green, a person that nobody else is liking, or all the people are just pushing her away, the story of my childhood. And the disappointment was the fact that I came to this movie and I just saw half. And he ended at the half of the middle when the things was getting better. What happened with the other half? Oh no, we're gonna keep the other half to give it to you in a year. It's like me, I'm gonna give you a spoon of chocolate or a cake, but I'm just gonna give you to sniff it, but when you're about to bite, guess what? You're gonna see it in a year. But let's be real. Why disappointment is such a heavy feeling? Because of the expectations. I came with the expectations here. I had the expectation about this movie. So because my expectation wasn't met, that's why my disappointed I felt it so heavy. Bigger your disappointment is, bigger your expectations are, bigger your disappointment will be. Bigger is the fact that you're expecting something to happen in your life. That can be in your relationship. You're expecting to have a partner. You're expecting to have something in your life. And then if it doesn't happen, you feel extremely disappointed. Why do you feel extremely disappointed? Because you expect from the other people, from a situation, from something in your life, usually from our partners, from our children, from our society, to do something without us doing something. So the disappointment is nobody else's fault. The disappointment, it's a bit our responsibility. A little bit more our responsibility. When you take fully responsibility for what you're expecting from others, what you're expecting from you, then you will definitely expect disappointment. So the lesson of this movie, this disappointment end of a movie, come on, why he ended when he was I'm so disappointed. I'm dealing with that, okay? I'm allowing my frustration and my disappointment to come out because I'm allowing to express it. But when it comes to disappointment, the biggest lesson I have learned, not just to treat this movie was just a reminder that this disappointment, it's a result of something that I chosen in the past. Before this movie, I made the decision, an internal decision, consciously or maybe unconsciously, most likely, that this movie is gonna be extraordinary. And of course, because the movie didn't being as high as my expectation, the gap creates the disappointment. And maybe in your relationship, or maybe you were someone on the beginning and you have a lot of expectations, and maybe 3 months later, 4 months later, a year later, or even a couple of years later, you start being disappointed of your relationship, of your partner, or at work. You might have started a new job, and then you go to that work, you all excited, everything is exciting because it's new. And then as time passes, your expectations and your needs and what's happening in reality, the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's when the disappointment happens. So a way to resolve, let's call this, it's understand before you decide to do something, what are my expectations? Why I'm actually expecting from my partner, from my new job, from my children, from any relationship, from my business, whatever that is for you. When you understand that, you allow yourself to have a different start. Expectations are just a need of you having security and you having the acknowledgement that everything is going to be okay. That's what everything goes to. The root cause is that I want to feel safe. I want to be secure. I want that certainty that my relationship is going to go well. I want that certainty that I will be okay in this job, and I'm going to exceed, and I'm going to excel. I'm going to be amazing in this job, and everybody's going to love me. But not always works like that, because the environment outside of you, you cannot control it. You can only control what's happening inside of you. And I wanted to share this with you as I do a reminder to myself that have lower expectations and bigger desires to create something that you want without depending or putting your wishes on someone else. And that will help you to increase your well-being and enjoyment with everything you do. So disregard that this movie was absolutely incredible done and was with a very surprising ending and disappointment ending that I'm going through. I learned that enjoying the moment, the thrill of the movie, was much nicer and greater than actually the end of it. And even if I had big expectations, it's okay too, because now I have something to look forward to. Now I have something to look like, oh, in a year, what can happen? I can use my imagination to create something new. And that gives me joy, because it's a choice. Whatever that is in your life, remember, you have the control and the access to create that in your life. Communicate better with yourself. Communicate that internal communication with your thoughts and also with your exterior. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, you know, like I always said, live your life like it's truly, truly yours. Bye-bye.